But we begin with breaking news overnight. The crash of a Russian plane in Egypt with more than 200 people on board. It happened just minutes into the flight. Russian President Vladimir Putin expressed his condolences to the families of the victims killed when the Airbus A321 went down. Alex Ortiz is in Cairo with the latest. Alex, good morning.
Good morning. The Egyptian government says that military search planes have now spotted the wreckage of the Russian civilian airliner that crashed this morning in the Sinai peninsula, and that rescuers are now on site searching for survivors. The plane was carrying 224 people to St. Petersburg, but crashed shortly after taking off from the resort town of Sharm el-Sheikh. Now, Russian state media is reporting that even before takeoff, civilian crew members had complained of a technical problem with the 18-year-old Airbus's engine, and that once airborne, the pilot had requested a course change to Cairo. Now, online flight trackers also show that the plane took off early this morning. It had climbed to an altitude of 33,000 feet and reached a cruising speed of 400 knots before suddenly dropping to 28,000 feet and dramatically slowing to 93 knots. Then contact was lost. We also do know that the plane has gone down in Egypt's most dangerous and lawless region where Islamic State-linked militants operate freely. That could complicate search and rescue operations. The Egyptian government says that it has formed an emergency committee to oversee search and rescue operations and to investigate the cause of the crash. Jerika, Anthony.
Thank you, Alex.
Well, what we're hearing just right now just came in from the Russian embassy. They just tweeted out that everyone on board the plane has been killed. That coming from Russian officials. Now, we know from the Egyptians that their emergency crews are on the scene of the accident. We are hearing that the Prime Minister and other government officials are on their way there to oversee this investigation, this recovery as it takes place. The crash took place a little over 20 minutes into the flight coming out of Sharm el-Sheikh, about 150 miles north of that city. It disappeared and hit in this area that is very mountainous, so that will make it difficult in this recovery effort. We've heard a lot of rumors this morning, but we're waiting to get these black boxes to get a definitive answer on what happened in these final moments of this plane before it hit the ground. It was traveling at an altitude of over 30,000 feet when it disappeared from radar. The Egyptian government has dispatched dozens of ambulances to the scene, but as we heard right now, everyone on board, according to the Russians, all 224 have been killed.